Alright guys, welcome to the channel if you're new. Hope you're having a nice day. Today we have Ojamas for Edison format. Before we get into the video, if you guys like Goat, Edison, Tengu, or hat format, we have it all here, so subscribe for more. And if you guys particularly like Ojamas, we have it for Goat format for sure. We might make it for Tengu, who knows. But yeah, let's get into the deck list. We got a 40 card main. I forget how much we have for the extra. 9 card extra deck. Don't need all the slots. Alright, let's get straight into it. Remember to like the video, it's free of charge. Appreciate you. Alright, to start off with, we have 3 Ojama Red. Ojama Red is going to be one of the main guys of the deck. He's also a new support since Go format. He says when this card is normal summon, you can special summon up to 4 Ojama monsters from your hand in attack position. That's crazy. If you play him in Modern Yu-Gi-Oh, you get that Link 5. You know, that's pretty good. Next up, we have Ojama Blue. Also playing him as a 3 of. These guys are by far the best new support the deck has gotten since Go format. Not even close. The other ones were just vanillas, right? These ones actually have effects. He says, when this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can add 2 Ojama cards from your deck to your hand. This can include Oja Muscle. So he has a Search 2 on destruction. That's crazy. These guys are insanely powerful because this deck is insanely dog shit. And in order to counteract that dog shit, we have to have some things that are actually busted, which is literally these 2 guys, to make the dog shit less dog shitty. Alright, next up we have 3 Ojama Green, 3 Yellow, and 3 Black. My only rule for this deck, since it's rogue as hell, and I'm not trying to play as just an engine, I'm trying to play as a pure build. So my only rule for the deck was to max out on the Ojamas. We're playing 3 of all of them. And from here on out, we had to figure out 25 more cards to go with these 15 cards to make it work. So here they are. To round off the rest of the monsters, we have 1 Rescue Cat and 1 Summoner Monk. In Go format, we're playing 3 Rescue Cat, if you remember, or if you saw that video. But Rescue Cat is now limited. It's limited, but we got Ojama Red and Blue, so I think that's a good trade-off. And then as that second copy of Rescue Cat, we have Monk. It is very important to mention right now that Monk has insane synergy with this deck. It's crazy, actually. Because we play a crap ton of spells, but also because we play this card called Oja Magic. If you don't know what Summoner Monk does, he says that once per turn, you can discard 1 spell card, a special one level 4 monster from your deck, but that monster cannot attack this turn. So that means you can get out the Rescue Cat, which sums out 2 beasts from your deck, or you can get out an Honest to bounce it back to hand. Those are our legal targets. But if you discard Oja Magic off of it, which is a spell card, right? Oja Magic reads, when this card is sent from the hand or field to the graveyard, add 1 each of Ojama Green, Yellow, and Black from your deck to your hand. So that's kind of crazy. Alright, next up we have 2 Honest. That rounds off the monsters. The Ojamas are all lights, every last one of them. So Honest is going to just blow out the opponent's monster. Not much more to say about that. Alright. Alright, for the spells, we have 1 card Destruction. Because we have Oja Magic, it has synergy with that. But also, if we are adding a bunch of stuff to our hand, like off Ojama Magic or by Ojama Blue, we're just going to have a lot of discard fodder for card Destruction, which is going to help us plus off of that and get some advantage. Help us dig into our deck just generically if we happen to brick, which is not unlikely for a deck like this. And then we have 3 Ojama Country. Gotta play it. This is one of the main new support cards along with the red and blue. Ojama Country says once per turn you can send 1 Ojama card from your hand to the graveyard. To special 1 Ojama monster from your graveyard. While you control a face-up Ojama monster, switch to original attack and defense of all monsters on the field. So we can definitely sack our opponent, especially if they're a deck that plays monsters that have particularly lower defense than attack. And then again, this one lets you discard an Ojama card, so Oja Magic, you gotta play it. playing as a 3 of because of all those factors we mentioned so far. It says when this card is sent from the hand or field to the graveyard, add an Ojama green, yellow, and black from your deck to your hand. So it's going to be that major plus. We're playing Polymerization as a 3 of to help get those zones locked, I should say. We have a couple of them in our extra deck. We're playing 2 Ojama Delta Hurricane. Ojama Delta Hurricane says you can only activate this card while Ojama Green or Ojama Yellow and Black are on face up on the field. Destroy all cards in your opponent's side of the field. So it's a Raigeki plus a Harpy's Feather Duster in 1, which is crazy. We got Heavy Storm. Again, Ojama Magic says when this card is sent from the hand or field to the graveyard. So you can set this, then pop Heavy Storm. Blow up all your opponent's spells and traps, and also get that free add-off of Ojama Magic. Again, you can potentially pop your own Ojama Magic with MST, but more often than not, we will hit the opponent's cards. Super free. And that is it for the spells. We do have some traps. So we're playing the 1 Mirror Force because we need to keep pace. We are playing absolute jank dog shit, and you got to be able to blow out your opponent. Speaking of that, Trench Tribute. We're playing 1 Solemn Judgment because in the off chance that we actually get our plays off, we don't want to get majorly F, so Solemn Judgment will let us just say no to anything. Bottomless Trap Hole and Deep Prisons to keep pace. And that is it for the main deck, guys. If you have any suggestions, please let me know down below. If you like it, let me know as well. If there's anything I got wrong, let me know and let me know why. And let's get on with the extra deck. It is a small one. We can't play fusions. We have no ways of stealing opponents' monsters. You could technically fill the slots with synchros in case they creature swap you and give you a synchro or tuner, but that is far too unlikely to actually have you go and spend the money on the synchros for it. What is more likely is that we go into these guys. We have 3 Ojama King, 3 Ojama Knight, and 3 Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon. We'll play these because they're cheap and we do fusions, and we can steal the opponent's monsters if they're playing machines, so that's more likely than other synchros, which would have to steal a tuner somehow. Ojama King says select up to 3 of your opponent's monster card zones. As long as this card remains face up on the field, the selected zones cannot be used. Not only that, but he's a 3,000 beater when Ojama Country is on field because he's 3,000 defense. So he just goes really hard. And then Ojama Knight, going to require 1 Ojama monster plus another, so he's just far more generic. And then he only locks up 2 zones. But he's still 2,500 beater, which is pretty good. But that's it for the deck, guys. If you have any questions, please let me know. Suggestions, comments, concerns. If you guys like Go, Edison, Tango, or Hat, we have it all here, so subscribe for more. Remember to like the video. It's free of charge. Peace out.